it is, what's the date today? It is October 7th, 2024. This is the City Commission. Could we have the roll call, please?
Smith.
Here.
Weinreich.
Here.
Gregg.
Here.
Harvey.
Here.
Mayor Robish.
Present. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll move on to the agenda approval. I would like to add on a work session after the executive sessions, we're gonna have a work session on land auction. Unless anybody else has something else to add, I would entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinreich.
Aye.
Gregg.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Public forum is limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per person. Please state your name and address for the record. Do we have anyone in the audience for public forum or commissioners? If not, I have one. I would like to ask our fire chief to come up, and this is National Fire Prevention Week. Sure.
Probably.
I know it's Ron's favorite thing.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Can I have the proclamation?
All right. The city of Huron, South Dakota is committed to ensuring the safety and security of those living and visiting in Huron and the surrounding areas. And I would like to present this to Ron Hines, our fire chief. And I'd like to have him also explain we have a full-time fire department and we have a volunteer fire department. And I would like him to explain that to everyone listening and watching, how those both operate. Thank you, Ron.
First.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Got it.
All right.
There we go. Got
It's
me
all
here,
yours.
okay. So, Chad, which way is the camera going? This way or here? Okay, I'm good. All right.
Just make sure.
So our fire department, we have 9 paid full-time firefighters, plus myself. And we have our part-time employee volunteer firefighters. So our day-to-day operations, we have the stations manned 24/7, both the north station at 1357 Dakota North, and then our south station at 321, or 320 21st Street Southeast. So we have a fire truck in there, we also have ambulance, and we also house the rural fire trucks also. So with our paid staff, if we get a call for a fire, they're gonna roll out with the trucks, and then we're gonna rely on our volunteer staff, part-time staff to come to the scene, and whether it's a fire alarm, vehicle fire, carbon monoxide, we go out with the truck, and then our volunteers then carry their gear and they meet us on scene. We also do Fire Prevention Week, so our paid staff and our volunteer staff will be at the second grade schools this week. James Valley Holy Trinity tomorrow, and then Wednesday is Madison all day. We're gonna take our inflatable fire safety education house there, do the little spiel, give them the plastic hats, and all the trinkets and goodies, and we'll get a couple stickers for them too. So they'll be out doing that this week. So if you see a fire truck sitting in front of Madison School or James Valley or Holy Trinity, don't get too alarmed unless it's after hours.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Ron.
And I will add to that, we're always looking for more volunteers to join the volunteer fire department.
Yes, and applications can be found on the city website
Okay.
under employment. It's all the way down at the bottom for the volunteer firefighters.
They are volunteers, but they do get paid some minimal charge or whatever. but-
Compensation, yeah, once a year.
Yeah.
We pay them for training and fires.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, moving on to the consent agenda. Matters appearing on the consent agenda are expected to be non-controversial and will be acted upon by the city commission at one time without discussion unless a member of the commission requests an opportunity to do it to address any given item. Items removed from the consent agenda will be discussed at the beginning of the formal items. And tonight our consent agenda consists of minutes of the September 30, 2024 meeting, fuel quotes for city departments, and payment of the bills.
Move to approve the consent.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to bid quote items, consider payment request number 8 from the North Star Logistics LLC for 2023-21 Huron Transfer Station project in the amount of $388,569.30. Assistant Engineer Dennis Bennett is with us tonight.
Thank you, Mayor, Commissioners. This is just progress payment for the transfer station, and it's starting to look like a building, so we're making progress.
All right.
Move to approve.
Recommend approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any questions for them? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to 5.2, consider request to bid authorize addendums as needed necessary by the city engineer and set the bid opening for 2 p.m. on October 22, 2024 for the project 2024-21Q propane fuel supply. Again, Dennis Bennett.
Thank you. Yeah, we get a yearly quote on propane, so we don't know who to call and what we're gonna pay, and just asking for approval to go out and get these quotes.
Motion to approve. Second.
Any more questions? Roll call vote, please.
Smith.
Aye.
Weinrice.
Aye.
Craig.
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.
Mayor Robish.
Aye. Moving on to departmental items, announce the solid waste holiday hours, and we're gonna turn this over to Commissioner Rich Bragg.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one quick change here. The solid waste department and rubble site will be closed on Monday, October 14th in observance of Native American Day. So that means Monday's garbage, grass, and recycling will be collected on Wednesday, October 16th. So please have your cans out Tuesday night. So once again, if you normally are picked up on Monday, that's gonna come on Wednesday. Put those cans tonight. Any questions, please call 605-353-8542. Thank you.
Thank you there.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
you announced the city office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the city offices will be closed Monday due to Native American Day on Monday. Moving on to 8.2, consider the agreement with the Department of Transportation Office of Air, Rail, and Transit for the project number 3-46-022-45-2024 for the Phase 3 Extended Taxiway parallel to construct north segment and authorize the mayor to sign. And I believe Rich Bragg probably has a little bit on this.
I can, or Paul can, either way.
Or
But
Paul in.
this would be, we're just in the process. In fact, they'll start paving here hopefully next week, or maybe this week, on the taxiway B extension, that we put in and were approved for previously. This then would be our next, federal project we're requesting for, and this would finish that taxiway all the way up to the end, which will be ideal. If you've looked at the way the runways work, there is a kind of a turnaround at the end of the runway, which allows the airplane when they come into land and then exit to the taxiway. Right now, because it's not complete all the way to the end, they have to taxi back down the runway, which is not ideal. So this piece would be great if we could finally get that last stretch finished. We'd be able to fully utilize that taxiway. And as per normal, this is a federal project, so the city's only on the hook for 5%. Now, we don't really know, Pauline could probably explain that better. We might get this approved next year. It might be 2 years. It might not get approved at all. We're just simply asking for our share of that federal money to be put towards this project.
This shelf-ready project for any, when the money becomes available from the federals.
Yep.
Through FAA.
Okay,
We were
that's,
lucky we got extra this last year in order to complete what we wanted to do. So there's some thought that we may not get any next year, but we just, again, it's ready to go, we'll have it in place for whenever.
And what they did get done this year was at least helped out for that north part of those, that air service there, so.
For sure, we'll open up some.
I was just gonna, I think after the election, we'll know more.
Oh.
By April, we should know whether or not these are funded.
Sure. Okay, anybody have any questions? Well, let's get a motion first, I guess.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Now, are there any other questions? All right, thank you for that clarification, both of you. Roll call vote, please.
Smith,
Aye.
Weinrice,
Aye.
Bragg,
Aye.
Harvey.
Aye.